Semiconductor chips, otherwise called integrated chips, ICs, or microchips, are like tiny brains. These intricate pieces of technology are the vital and unavoidable component of our modern world, working tirelessly behind the scenes to make our lives easier and more connected. They power our phones, computers, cars, and even refrigerators. Every time you send a text, stream a video, or navigate using GPS, you're relying on the incredible power of semiconductor chips. They are the backbone of the digital age, enabling the seamless operation of countless devices we use daily. These small devices are essential for modern electronics. Without them, the gadgets and tools we take for granted would be impossible. From the simplest household appliances to the most advanced supercomputers, semiconductor chips are at the heart of it all, driving innovation and efficiency. Without them, our world would be very different. Imagine a day without internet, your smartphone, your laptop, or even your smart home devices. The absence of semiconductor chips would plunge us back into a time where communication was slower and technology was far less integrated into our daily lives. These chips have revolutionized the way we live, work, and play, making information and connectivity accessible at our fingertips. That's what life would be like without semiconductor chips. The conveniences and advancements we enjoy today would vanish, leaving us in a much less connected and efficient world. These chips are made primarily from a material called silicon. Silicon is abundant and has unique properties that make it ideal for use in electronic circuits. The process of transforming raw silicon into highly sophisticated chips involves cutting-edge technology and precision engineering. Silicon is a semiconductor, which means it can conduct electricity under certain conditions. This property is what makes it so valuable in the creation of electronic components. By controlling the flow of electricity, silicon chips can perform complex calculations and store vast amounts of data. This unique property allows chips to control the flow of electricity and process information. They act as the brains of our devices, interpreting and executing commands with incredible speed and accuracy. Understanding semiconductor chips is crucial for investors. The semiconductor industry is a major driver of economic growth, with companies constantly pushing the boundaries of what these tiny chips can do. Their production and demand directly impact various industries and the global economy. As technology continues to evolve, the importance of semiconductor chips will only grow, making them a key area of focus for both innovation and investment. The semiconductor industry is a key driver of technological advancement. These tiny chips are the brains behind almost every modern electronic device, from smartphones and computers to cars and medical equipment. Without semiconductors, the digital world as we know it would come to a standstill. It's a global market worth hundreds of billions of dollars. The industry's growth has been exponential, driven by the increasing demand for more powerful and efficient electronic devices. As technology continues to evolve, the need for advanced semiconductors will only grow, making this sector a critical component of the global economy. Investing in semiconductor companies can be lucrative. These companies often see significant returns due to the high demand for their products. However, the market can be volatile, and it's essential for investors to stay informed about the latest trends and developments in the industry. However, it's crucial to understand the industry's dynamics. Factors such as technological advancements, competition, and regulatory changes can all impact the performance of semiconductor companies. Investors need to conduct thorough research and analysis to make informed decisions. The demand for chips is constantly increasing. This is not only due to the growth of existing markets, but also the continuous innovation in technology. Companies are always looking for ways to make their devices faster, smaller, and more efficient, which drives the need for more advanced semiconductors. This is driven by the growth of existing markets like smartphones. Every new generation of smartphones requires more sophisticated chips to support enhanced features and capabilities. As consumers demand more from their devices, the semiconductor industry must keep pace with these expectations. And the emergence of new technologies like artificial intelligence. AI applications require highly specialized semiconductors to process vast amounts of data quickly and efficiently. As AI becomes more integrated into various industries, the demand for these specialized chips will continue to rise. Factors like geopolitical tensions and natural disasters can impact chip production. These events can disrupt the supply chain, leading to shortages and delays. For instance, trade disputes between major countries can result in tariffs and restrictions that affect the availability of raw materials needed for chip manufacturing. This can lead to price fluctuations and supply chain disruptions, affecting investor returns. When supply is limited and demand remains high, prices can soar, impacting the profitability of companies and the returns for investors. Staying aware of these potential risks is crucial for anyone looking to invest in the semiconductor industry. Semiconductor chips have two primary functions: processing information and storing data. These tiny yet powerful components are the backbone of modern electronics, enabling everything from smartphones to supercomputers to function efficiently. The processing power of a chip is determined by its central processing unit, or CPU. The CPU is a critical component that dictates how fast and efficiently a device can perform tasks. The CPU is like the brain of the chip. It interprets and executes instructions from computer programs, making decisions and performing calculations at incredible speeds. It executes instructions and performs calculations. These calculations can range from simple arithmetic to complex algorithms that drive artificial intelligence and machine learning applications. Data storage is handled by memory chips. These chips are essential for storing the information that the CPU needs to access quickly, ensuring smooth and efficient operation. These chips store information that the CPU needs to access quickly. Without fast and reliable memory, even the most powerful CPU would struggle to perform efficiently. There are different types of memory chips, such as DRAM and NAND flash memory. DRAM, or dynamic random access memory, is commonly used for system memory, while NAND flash is used for storage in devices like SSDs and USB drives. Each type has its own strengths and weaknesses. DRAM is fast and efficient for temporary data storage, but it requires constant power to retain information. NAND flash, on the other hand, is non-volatile, meaning it retains data even when the power is off, making it ideal for long-term storage. In addition to processing and memory, chips also manage power consumption and enable connectivity. Power management chips ensure that electronic devices use energy efficiently. This is especially important for battery-powered devices like smartphones. Connectivity chips allow devices to communicate with each other. Examples include Wi-Fi chips and cellular chips. These supporting functions are crucial for the seamless operation of electronic devices. Titans of the industry-leading chip manufacturers. The semiconductor industry is dominated by a few key players. Companies like TSMC, Intel, Samsung, GlobalFoundries, SK Hynix, Micron Technology, Qualcomm, and Broadcom are major players in chip manufacturing globally. These companies invest heavily in research and development. This allows them to stay ahead of the competition and produce increasingly powerful and efficient chips. Taiwan-based TSMC is a dominant force in the global semiconductor industry, with over 60% of the market share for contract chip manufacturing, also known as foundry services. It produces advanced chips for major tech companies, including Apple, Nvidia, Qualcomm, and AMD. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each company is crucial for making informed investment decisions. From sand to silicon, the chip manufacturing process. The production of semiconductor chips is a complex and fascinating process. It all starts with silicon, which is extracted from sand. The silicon is then purified and grown into large crystals called ingots. These ingots are sliced into thin wafers. These wafers serve as the base for building the intricate circuitry of a chip. The manufacturing process involves hundreds of steps and requires extreme precision. Photolithography, printing circuits on silicon wafers. One of the most critical steps in chip manufacturing is photolithography. This process involves using light to etch circuits onto the silicon wafer. Think of it like printing a photograph, but on a much smaller scale. Photolithography requires sophisticated machines and highly skilled technicians. Testing and packaging. The final steps. Once the circuits are etched onto the wafer, the chips undergo rigorous testing. This ensures that only functional chips are packaged and shipped to customers. The chips are then cut from the wafer and encased in protective packages. These packages provide electrical connections and protect the chip from damage. Chip-making nations, economic powerhouses. The semiconductor industry is geographically concentrated. Countries like Taiwan, South Korea, and the United States are major chip-making hubs. These countries have invested heavily in building the infrastructure and expertise needed for chip production. The dominance of these chip-making nations gives them significant economic and geopolitical leverage. Investing in the future semiconductor industry outlook. The semiconductor industry is poised for continued growth in the coming years. The demand for chips is expected to increase as more devices become connected and reliant on computing power. Investors should consider factors such as technological advancements, geopolitical risks, and supply chain dynamics when evaluating investment opportunities in the semiconductor industry. How major chip manufacturing nations influence the global economy. Chip manufacturing nations, such as Taiwan, South Korea, and the United States, play a critical role in the global economy due to the central role of semiconductors in modern technology. Here's how these nations control and influence the global economy. 1. Dominance in technology and innovation. 2. Supply chain control. 3. Geopolitical leverage. 4. Economic growth and national security. Semiconductors are critical to national security, as they are used in defense systems, cybersecurity, and critical infrastructure. The US, for instance, is investing heavily in domestic chip production to reduce reliance on foreign suppliers and ensure national security. Chip-making countries drive economic growth through exports and innovation, while also ensuring that other nations remain dependent on their technology, thus reinforcing their global economic dominance. 1. Influence on global trade. In summary, nations that dominate semiconductor manufacturing wield substantial economic and geopolitical power, influencing global technological progress, trade, and even security. These countries can shape global supply chains and control access to the most advanced technologies, giving them outsized influence over the world economy. They power our lives in countless ways. Understanding the semiconductor industry is essential for investors looking to capitalize on the growth of technology. By staying informed about industry trends and key players, investors can position themselves to ride the wave of semiconductor growth. Stay tuned for more such content on our Value Investing channel. Happy investing!